This one was a classic David versus Goliath contest. Liverpool well on their way to a cup double, and they'd already beaten Crystal Palace by an astounding 9-0 earlier in the season. A crowd of almost 40,000 at Villa Park to watch what they thought would be a Merseyside walkover. Liverpool were almost at full strength, though Steve Nicol was missing through injury. Palace had 6 first-team players on the treatment table, and Martin Tyler takes you through the incredible action.
So in the West Midlands sunshine, Crystal Palace kick off against the league leaders, the FA Cup holders, the overwhelming favourites to go back to Wembley. Liverpool have come here with plenty of optimism. And here's Glenn Hussein. Shaw with the challenge. Here's the pressing Thomas back and very nearly dispossessing him. In goes Pardew. Thomas will try and be one of the cornerstones in Palace's midfield. Gary Gillespie taking it on though for Liverpool. And in the end, Andy Thorne does the defending. Kenny Dalglish's team trying to impose themselves straight away. Hansen. Is quite happy to retreat and draw Liverpool onto them and maybe look to counter-attack themselves. The problem is when Liverpool have the ball, it's very hard to dispossess them, particularly when Barnes is in the mood. It's John Barnes with the cross too high for Rush. It's got away from Houghton. It's a great break by Thomas. Here's Gray. And you think what happened to Crystal Palace at Anfield. They've got to show all their psychological strength here. Get that big beating very much in the back of their minds. As Kenny Dalglish will tell you, today is another day. Rush making the run, McMahon slides it through for Ian Rush. Liverpool lead. 15 minutes gone. McMahon worked hard to get good possession in midfield. He wasn't closed down, he could pick the pass, and what a pass it was. Palace had a despairing look or two at the linesman, but Rush, as is so often the case, timed his movement perfectly. The finish was clinical. In a way, Palace not too disheartened at being just one behind at half-time. And look at Pemberton go here to try and set a different agenda for the second half. That was Salako, and that's an equaliser! It's Mark Bright! A mixture of delight and disbelief for Crystal Palace. Concern for Liverpool. This wasn't in their script, but Pemberton made it happen with unquenchable optimism. Salako kept it alive, Grobbelaar got a foot to it. What a brilliant volley from Mark Bright. It came to him in a flash, and it flew in. Barnes. Chase from Staunton. Chase from McMahon. Someone having a look to see whether it was possible to play it to the goalkeeper. He decided it wasn't. Liverpool come again with Houghton and Barnes. Barnes with the cross. Houghton, Beardsley. Blocked by Shaw, some shouts for handball. mostly from Liverpool supporters. There weren't too many claims from the players, who now have a problem about getting back as Thomas knocks it long to Bright. On the very line itself, saved by Grobbelaar. Another fast and incisive break by Crystal Palace. Mark Bright got away on the right, and he had plenty arriving in the middle, including Jeff Thomas, whose goal it would have been. Well, there's just an air, a little bit of astonishment and some anxiety from the Liverpool supporters who are expecting another hooray day here in an FA Cup semi-final, but Crystal Palace standing their corner proudly. George Courtney gives the free kick to Liverpool. Barnes. Aimed easily by Nigel Martin, the Cornishman. Pemberton. Hansen. Unusually ungainly. Steve Coppell, Ian Bramford on his feet, Alan Smith, they're just sitting down, chewing away and wondering where this is going to fall, and it's fallen for Gary O'Reilly. And with just over 20 minutes to go, Crystal Palace, ultimate underdogs, lead Liverpool and all that they stand for by 2 goals to 1. Bright made a nuisance of himself, and Gary O'Reilly did the rest. The centre-back up for the free kick. It fell his way and he buried it. Whelan. Now how? One thing you know about Liverpool, they will probe and probe away. And a brilliant save by Nigel Martin. It could so easily have been 2-2. And David Burrows came in. All Liverpool possession. But it is Liverpool 1, Crystal Palace 2. Closing in what would be well, a real headline-making result. A tug on Houghton shirt by Salako. Benison leaves it. Nicely worked with Steve Staunton, the 2 substitutes. It comes to McMahon! (2-2). 9 minutes to go. Cute free kick. Fired across the face by Venison and thumped into the Crystal Palace net by Steve McMahon. Great improvisation there by the 2 Liverpool substitutes. And hit the target. That must have been going through McMahon's mind, and hit it he did. Liverpool, 1-1, 2-1 Palace, 2-2. Staunton. And John Pemberton. It's a penalty given against Pemberton. Once he felt the flick at his heels, Staunton went down. John Barnes to give Liverpool the lead and surely a place in the final. With only 7 minutes left, it's been a fantastic, if typical, response by Liverpool. And Pemberton hangs his head. How it's changed the scenario here. Unerring Barnes from the spot. It's Thomas with the header. Out comes Grobbelaar. He's not cleared it. Thomas is there. And in goes Gray! Incredibly, it's 3-3. Grobbelaar's punch only went as far as Jeff Thomas, and as Staunton tried to cushion it with his chest rather than head it away, Gray put it in. Barnes. Staunton. Still Staunton. He would have loved to have had the chance on his left foot. Steve Staunton's had a big impact on this match. Shaw trying to buy a bit of time here for Palace. McMahon already a scorer. Nearly a scorer again. See how close it was from the reverse angle. Bright. Hussain. That's an important touch, but it is a corner. Liverpool have had problems with Crystal Palace set plays. Gray takes this corner. Flick from Thorne and a goal! And it's Alan Pardew! And Palace have the lead at 4-3. Perfectly rehearsed. And on the big day, a very big goal for lowly Crystal Palace. So close for Steve Coppell. And it's over for Liverpool. The holders are out, and Crystal Palace, in a quite extraordinary game, have produced a quite extraordinary victory by 4-3 after extra time. Alan Pardew's winner. Andy Gray kept them in it at 3-3. Crystal Palace go to Wembley